Please rise and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning and welcome to RPtv. Today's Friday, March 6, 2020. In an effort to be ready for the possibility of school closings due to the coronavirus outbreak, the New Jersey Department of Education is encouraging all schools to make appropriate plans. Soraya has that report.
Due to the recent developments in the corona spread in the U.S., New Jersey has advised public schools for plans for building closures. Home instruction will be done to fulfill the 80-day requirement for a school year, including online learning or other means developed by the district. Every district is required to create a lesson plan for adequate instructions that include special education services. The plan must be submitted to the county superintendent. We would be in uncharted territory, said Steve Baker, spokesman for New Jersey Education Association. It raises questions for how schools will handle planning for days, possibly weeks of home instruction. It is unclear how many schools are equipped to provide home instruction, as not all students have internet connection at home, and not all schools have enough devices to send home. The NJEA is worried that internet access will deprive students of their education if schools do decide to close down. We urge districts and the New Jersey Department of Education to do everything in their power to ensure that no students are denied the right to public education because they are unable to access the internet, NJE spokesman Steve Baker said.
If you are a fan of the hit TV show Stranger Things, then this next report is something you may want to pay attention to. Let's go to Eli for the details.
The creators of the hit Netflix show, Stranger Things, are creating a convention based on the show for fans. The convention is called StrangerCon and is coming to New Jersey this year. The date is scheduled to be around June 13th and June 14th, and it will be located in the New Jersey Convention and Expo Center in Edison. Several iconic actors from the show will be appearing at the event. Including Millie Bobby Brown, Gaten Matarazzo, Noah Schnapp, and they have been confirmed to be at the convention. StrangerCon will also feature cosplay and trivia contest, guest panels, games, and a concert. Tickets are available on ticket.crewentertainment.com.
Now it's time for announcements. Anime Club, meeting Thursday, March 5th and Thursday, March 19th. All students are welcome. Room 105 after school. Pasta Night will take place on Thursday, March 26th. This is also the opening night of the spring musical, so it is a great time to enjoy dinner and a show. Pasta Night begins at 5:30 p.m. and ends at 7 p.m. Early access at 4 p.m. for all students involved in the spring musical. Ticket prices are $10 for adults, $7 for students/senior citizens, and $5 for kids 6 and under. Great food from many local restaurants will be served. Future Health Careers Club. Teens for Jeans, the FHCC, in collaboration with retailer Aeropostale, is collecting gently used jeans that will be distributed to homeless teens. Jeans are the one item most requested by homeless teenagers. Please drop off or send to the nurse's office by Friday, March 27th. Food Truck Festival will take place on Saturday, March 28th from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. There's a $5 admission fee. Food Truck Festival flyer. Art Club and National Art Honor Society. Meet Fridays after school in room 102. We are working on projects and sometimes exploring new media. Join us. Also, the Art Club and NAHS are collecting real or made-up recipes to raise money for undernourished people around the world. These can be any size, handwritten and decorated, and will be sent to a program funded by the Bezos Family Foundation. In March, the donation has been doubled. For every recipe submitted, $6 will be donated to organizations provided food. Please help. See Ms. Scucho for further information and supplies. The Borough of Roselle Park will hold its annual St. Patrick's Day celebration on Saturday, March 7, 2020, from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Starting at 3 p.m., Joe Carasali's Masterpiece Orchestras will perform authentic Irish music. Authentic Irish food will be served during the event, which consists of corned beef and cabbage, boiled potatoes, carrots, Irish soda bread, and rye bread, as well as dessert. Mayor Sig and the Borough Council invite everyone to join in the festivities. Kane University Regional College Fair Trip. Wednesday, March 11, 2020, from 9:45 to 11:15 a.m. Sophomores and juniors only. Please get permission slips and guidance. Our final report this morning concerns the recent arrest of an elderly woman in North Carolina and how her friends and family celebrated the event. Soraya has the details.
A Roxborough, North Carolina, for her 100th birthday, Ruth Bryant crossed a significant item off her bucket list. She went to jail. The Person County Sheriff's Office helped fulfill Bryant's unusual wish when 2 deputies showed up at her assisted living facility to serve her a warrant charging her with indecent exposure, news outlets report. The 2 deputies handcuffed Bryant to her walker and placed her in a patrol car, giving her the full experience with lights and sirens flashing and blaring. Before she got in, the deputies warned her not to put up a fight, and she playfully kicked at them. "Don't kick me, I've got a bad knee," said one deputy, to which Bryant replied, "I got 2 bad knees." A Roxborough newspaper reported that as Bryant tried to get out of the patrol car, she told deputies that they should go after another criminal. "The people who make these low seats in these cars," Bryant said, "you ought to arrest every one of them." Once in the jail, Bryant was treated like a criminal. She had a mugshot taken, spent a few minutes in a jail cell, and left with an orange shirt with the words Person County Jail on it. "I'm in the jailhouse now. I finally got here," she exclaimed. Before long, Bryant was released. She returned to her assisted living center to a party complete with a birthday cake.
Stay tuned. We will be right back. That's it for us today. Thanks for watching RPtv. Have a great weekend and stay tuned for CNN 10.
Welcome to CNN 10, a 10-minute explanation of world and sometimes otherworldly events. We strive to keep our news coverage objective, but my feelings about Fridays are not. They're awesome. And we've got some really interesting stories lined up for you this Friday, including something later that we've been meaning to do for a while. It all starts now with a picture. They say pictures are worth 1,000 words. These are said to have 1.8 billion pixels. And while it looks like a high-resolution image of a desert landscape, maybe in Utah, it's actually the desert landscape of Mars, taken from Mars. NASA has several active missions there. This panorama was captured by a rover named Curiosity. It's the key part of a $2.5 billion project to investigate the planet's environment. What looks like one picture, according to NASA, is actually made up of 1,200 individual images that were taken over several days. Scientists can zoom in to see distant details. For instance, the rim of the crater that Curiosity is in. Pan left, and you can see another crater estimated to be 3 miles wide. An area that's rich in clay, unique features of the land, a cliff, it's all visible here. And from the details we can see of the Curiosity rover itself, a sundial is there to indicate what time of the sol it is. Scientists call days on Mars sols. Each one's about 39.5 minutes longer than each Earth day. You can also see the tracks the rover made through the Martian dirt as it ambled along the planet's surface. The photos were taken around the time of last Thanksgiving. While NASA's employees were off enjoying turkey, the organization made Curiosity work. That is to say, it gave the rover the command to take lots of pictures that could be stitched together to complete the panorama. Back on Earth, another campaign has been suspended among the Democrats seeking their party's nomination for president. Yesterday, U.S. Senator Elizabeth Warren from Massachusetts dropped out of the race. Though she was once considered a front-runner for the Democratic nomination, Warren didn't win any of the states that have held primaries or caucuses so far. Her decision leaves 3 Democrats still seeking the nomination: former Vice President Joe Biden, U.S. Representative Tulsi Gabbard from Hawaii, and U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont. That group of 3 has been reduced from a total of 28 Democrats who are running at some point. On the Republican side, there were a total of 4 candidates, including incumbent President Donald Trump, but only 2 remain, and the president has dominated all of the Republican contests that have been held. The next big date on the primary calendar is next Tuesday, March 10th. 6 states will be holding Democratic primaries. 5 of them will hold Republican primaries. Whoever wins the most delegates in all of these ongoing contests is likely to become his or her party's nominee for president. 10-second trivia. How many U.S. states have names with only 1 syllable? 1, 2, 4, or 7? Answer: the Pine Tree State of Maine is the only state with 1 syllable. And it's in that state that Linda Dowdy found her life's calling. She helps rehabilitate one of the most common marine mammals along the U.S. East Coast, the harbor seal. Here's why Dowdy's a CNN hero. Though she worked with a number of conservation groups in the past, many of them kept having to close down because they lost funding. So Dowdy started her own, and today we're spending a few minutes with Marine Mammals of Maine.
Growing up on the coast of Maine, I was exposed to marine mammals and wildlife in general. Since our local area is really surrounded by water, we do a lot of things on the ocean. You'd see seals doing their thing, and I just remember being so amazed. What I love about seals is they really look similar to dogs, and they also are really charismatic. It's really neat to see them in their natural environment, and they're very curious in general. These animals are special to me, so I ended up becoming a marine biologist. I would say the biggest threat to these animals is human impacts. We may have an animal that may have been entangled or hit by a boat or injured from a prop wound. With the increase in human activity on beaches, these animals don't get time to rest and regain their energy. Taking selfies with seals can actually cause a lot of stress and harm for that animal. When harbor seal pups are born, they stay with their mom for about 4 weeks. Mom usually goes off to forage for food and then come back again. If there's any human involvement, if there's people that are around that pup or pick up and move that pup, the mom may not come back. And once that abandonment occurs, that seal pup is not going to survive. Over the years, nonprofits and state agencies for marine mammal response and rescue either closed down or lost funding. And that's where I decided we're going to help. Good morning, Miss 264. Our organization runs a 24-hour reporting hotline for marine mammal strandings. 184 is currently the one that's upside down. We cover approximately 2,500 miles along the coast of Maine. Most of the animals that we respond to is about 90% seals. We only intervene if needed. When an animal comes into our center, we usually take blood, start an IV, and get a whole kind of diagnostics of what the animal's dealing with, and then come up with a medical plan. So he's on fluid therapy for today to try to break up some of this pneumonia that he has. We can provide long-term care for 4 animals at a time. It's been now 20 years that I've been doing this, which seems like I just started yesterday. Aww. And the feeling has not changed for me. I love it now more than ever. I can't imagine there not being a place in the state of Maine for these animals to have a chance to be cared for. And I will do that as long as I can.
So one of many things I never saw coming when I started anchoring were the memes that you guys would make. My staff has picked out a few of them, mostly from Twitter, and I'm going to tell you what I think. So here we go. What's Carl thinking about? He's probably a little concerned about the memes we're going to show you. And that would be why. Why am I dressed like Mr. Peanut? I need to keep an eye out for a monocle like that one. Oh my. Hey, this looks like Mario's delivering your pizza. Hey guys, we pepperoni need more food puns. Wow, this one is awesome. I should probably say, it rules. What else we got? Yeah, baby, Pundiana Jones. Check it, it's kind of like Raiders of the Lost Dork. Oh, I remember this one. I think the person who tweeted it asked who wore it best. I totally think I did. That's not a knock on Timberlake. It's just that I didn't need it to be the 90s to rock that sweet turtleneck. Ah! Okay, I've actually seen this one too. This is truly a work of art. I think they ought to name it Mona Zusa. I gotta say, that was pretty meme of you. I wonder if those were made by meme girls or by meme machines. Maybe they were meme-manufactured on meme streets. I could say, this meme's war, but I don't have the memes to fight back. So by all memes, if you find memeing and making memes of meme or someone else, there's probably something redeeming in all of them. I'm Carl Azus. We're going back to Maine before we leave to say hello to Brunswick Junior High School. It's the main event in Brunswick, Maine, and we hope you and everyone around the world has a great weekend from all of us here at CNN.